Well, hi there. So another instructional tidbit on the mandolin, and I'll try to also think of some things that'll be transferable, whatever instrument you're on. Also remember, if you did do $10 or more as a donation each month, then contact me, message me, and we'll set up your lesson. So I'm happy to do those lessons every quarter. So do contact me. Anyway, if you have a mandolin and you're trying to work on solos and improvisation and how to sound awesome on every song, whether you know it or not, knowing your scales is going to really help. And after you just know your basic scales, learning how to do a pattern that you can practice your scales in is going to take you to that next level, so that when you're trying to just noodle around over a certain chord, it sounds suave instead of just sort of random. So if I was going to take, let's say, the G scale, I could go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, right? Go do it backwards. But then I'm going to want to, whether I'm on guitar or ukulele or mandolin or whatever, do little patterns in there, because the patterns are going to make me sound really cool. They're also going to be something that I could just stick into a riff in a break in one of my solos. It also is going to be able to help me see and understand songs really quickly when I'm trying to learn them, because a lot of songs will have scale patterns in them. So one of the most useful scale patterns I find is going to be to do little loop-de-loops up the scale and loop-de-loops down the scale. So I'll start and stop on the same note and do little groups of basically 4 notes. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, and then of course the same thing backwards. So you go G, F sharp, E, so that's a great one. I would also recommend doing, I don't know what people would call it, but like every other one. So that one's going to be G, B, A, C, B, D, C, E, D, F sharp. And I know when I first started practicing these scale patterns, I was listening again to some of my, heroes of music and going back and listening, and all of a sudden I could steal their licks because I realized, oh, Jethro Burns is just descending that pattern, or ascending that pattern in different keys. If you want any more work with any of these things, also feel free to message me. Do feel free to comment or like any of the posts. So yeah, scale patterns in any key. So A, D, G, E, whatever. Yeah, so hopefully that'll help you out. So once you've got those scales, try the scale patterns and then drill yourself and make them go clean and loud, and then a little bit faster, keeping it clean and loud. If you're starting to muffle it, it starts to sound mumbly, slow it down, go clean and loud. Make sure you have a pick that's hard enough to not bend, so that you can get good mid-range and low range out of a mandolin, because honestly, we could sound like mosquitoes if we use thin picks. And then take that scale pattern and use that as a finger exercise, as a warm-up exercise. So if you only have a few minutes to play on a given day when you've been working a whole lot, just do that little loop-de-loop scale pattern or every other scale pattern and see if you can kind of kick it up a notch and kick it up a notch. And then you'll start noticing things like just Blackberry Blossom. going to come right out of that scale pattern. That 1, 2, that one where we started and stopped on the same note. And you can just, if you practice those little patterns enough, they're going to come out subconsciously without your brain here having to think about it. Your finger brains will just know what to do. And you just look at someone's guitar and you're like, ah, we're quarter man, I'm on C, ah. And then your fingers will just know what to do and take over and make you sound cool as anything. And that's what we want. We want you to sound cool. Anyway, this is Tara signing off here in Kathmandu, Nepal, and hope to hear from you. Feel free to say hi. Okay. Namaste. Tasvidalai. Jojalapa. Bye.